Today we talked about beanies, more chicken sandwiches, and the act of belittling people's hobbies and interests. Yucking, if you will, for those who keep up with the times. Let us know what has been raining on your parade at our Instagram or at our website, tiltednotstirred.com. Just do you.
Hello, my name is Edwin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Frantic.
And together we are Tilted Not Stirred. So what has you guys feeling tilted today? What's going on, guys?
I've been chilling this week. It was my first week that I didn't have anything to do on a Tuesday or a Thursday.
So you have no school now. Now what do you do?
Well, I've just been chilling, dude. I got some feedback for my resume and my LinkedIn profile, so I've been working on that. It's coming along. I want to get that resubmitted by this week. And
Right on, man. Hey, I mean, you got to just set small goals for yourself every day to accomplish something. Because, I mean, when you have that much free time, sometimes it's kind of amazing how much you don't get done if you don't plan.
Yeah.
And also set yourself, I know people are saying like when you don't have a job, your job is to look for jobs, which is like people do 8-hour shifts of just looking for jobs. But as long as you set yourself realistic goals, like maybe one job a day to apply to.
One job a day.
It's very
numbers, bro.
It's very discouraging to be out there getting like
my instructor was one of those guys. He said for like a month straight, 8 hours a day, churning out applications.
Churn it out. I did that for a month or two, and after that you just feel like shit. Like no one's called you back, no one sent you anything, and a lot of people do data gathering while they're doing job information, like job searches and stuff, and you can see like people that go through and say I've applied to 78 jobs, one of them contacted me, I had like 2 interviews, stuff like that, and then they break it down by data, and it's pretty freaking, it's wild.
Oh,
it's insane.
Like tracking your stats.
Yeah, they track their stats to see which ones called them back, how many called them back, percentages and stuff, and it's wild.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's a grind, dude.
You should kind of already have a feel of like what kind of industry, because you're gonna apply to different positions, right? So you kind of have an idea, like, oh, I'm getting more callbacks for this area of the industry, so maybe this is where, maybe I can get my foot in the door here.
Mm-hmm.
So
once you're in, it's so much easier to move wherever you want to go.
Oh yeah, but other than that, I watched Squid Game, and today I decided I'm a beanie guy.
Talk to us about your new beanie trend.
Actually, this was yesterday. Yesterday, I just decided, hey, we'll try out this beanie, and I'm a beanie guy now.
So what do you mean? Where does beanie come from? Did you always have a beanie?
Frantic, you know where it's from.
I like that beanie. Yeah, that's a cool ass beanie.
Yeah, it's my day to remember beanie. We got it at the.
Did you buy it at the concert?
You should have told me. We could have been twinsies.
Oh shit! Yeah, you gotta find it.
So what's up? Does this beanie wearing couple days, has that got your eye? You're looking at other beanies or what?
Nah, I'm gonna just be that guy that wears one beanie, but he's the beanie guy. Like damn, there he is. That's his beanie. Like when you wear one hat, but it's a beanie.
Yeah, you know what? In our friend group, we don't have a beanie guy.
I can fill that role.
I don't know. I would personally, I would like, if you're gonna be the beanie guy, maybe have a couple. Switch it up.
I don't know.
You can't wear just one.
I used to be the quiet guy, but that doesn't work anymore.
Oh man. What did I do this week? Went to a birthday party. Got lit.
Not another wedding?
No. I got litty with my suegro. It was cool. He's really good at cornhole. He was just beating all of us. Like all the young guys at the party took notice, and they all started challenging him, and he just beat everyone. He just cleaned house. He came downstairs like at midnight. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, he's probably like, man, you damn kids making all loud and shit. But, no, he just came down and laid down the law on the cornhole. So
was it you guys that told me that people that do cornhole professionally do it with a drink on their hand so that they can keep that same balance?
What Wow.
No, you guys didn't tell me? Okay, so yeah, that's the thing, apparently. Whenever you're playing cornhole, you're always drinking. So when they're doing it professionally, they have a cup of water or something so that they could...
Wow.
Keep
I
the
have
same
never
balance?
spectated
Alright,
never
shit.
spectated professional cornholing, but
I think one
mean-
of my coworkers told me this. But yeah, I was just like, what? Are you serious?
Oh shit! I guess it's just like bowling, man. You just gotta drink. And
that's
softball.
so fucking weird, dude. Almost as weird as Kanye changing his name. You guys hear
To
about
Ye?
that?
To yay?
Yeah, he's
I
gay
thought he had
now.
already done that.
No, he's just before it was just like a moniker, right? Like what he
Mhm.
wanted people to call him, but yeah, he got it approved through the court in LA.
Wait, what?
I don't
He
mind.
lives here?
I don't mind yay as long as it's
Yeah, he
not
lives here.
Yeezus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
As long as it's not Yeezus, I'm good with it. But it's yay, so
It's just Yay. So that's his name now. His actual name.
Yay!
okay,
Yay.
that's cool. I mean,
I'm more of a
I-
fan of
I like
yeet
it.
myself.
ye-
Yeet.
But
See,
yeah, he's
what-
Yay now. So that's cool. That's cool. And then in other tabloid news, and I thought it was super weird. This relationship in particular has always been weird to me because I follow Travis Barker, the drummer for Blink-182. I follow him on Instagram, and you know he's been dating Kourtney Kardashian, and I thought that was weird because it's like like you're a puro pinche punk, you're like that. You're all tatted up. It just kind of seems like you're still a rocker, and then you're with like the most popular family. Kind of felt like not very rock and roll of you, Travis. But yeah, they're engaged now, so I guess it's serious.
Which one's that one again?
What?
Courtney.
Courtney?
I think she's.
How do
like
I describe her?
I don't know.
Don't you, man? Y'all are pretending like you didn't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I didn't. I just
Quit
I
know.
know
playing.
Chloe was the
The tall one.
tall
That's
one.
all I know. Yeah, Chloe's the tall one. Kim is Kim.
I'm pretty sure
And
if
then
you,
Chloe's
put them, if
Courtney,
you showed me a
she-
picture of all of
Courtney's
them,
the short,
I wouldn't-
short
I wouldn't
one.
be able to
shorter
name
one.
them.
She's the
She's
shorter
the
one.
short
that's it.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Cool.
but yeah, just weird stuff, man. Weird celebrity news. I got nothing. Sorry. For our
we're a
listeners.
we're a murder podcast and a tabloid podcast.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Sorry to our
Yeah.
listeners that
Tomorrow,
I didn't have any good news. Nothing really happened.
tomorrow
So-
we're gonna be a horoscope podcast. Stay
Ooh.
tuned, Aquariuses.
Fuck that Capricorn life.
Yeah, I think we're all Capricorn here.
Yeah.
We're gonna be an exclusively Capricorn horoscope.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Come learn
so
when the moon is in retrograde.
the Mercury is in retrograde, homie.
I don't
Get
know.
it
I
right.
That's it.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah, you even charge your crystals today, Jeff. You fuck.
Nah, I didn't. Fucked up.
Yeah, it
Damn.
was like
No wonder
a
your
rainy
chakras are
day.
so-
It was kind of cloudy. Couldn't really charge them up.
No wonder your chakras are so malaligned, dude. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying.
about
Sorry,
you, Edwin?
horoscope fans.
What did you do this week?
I had the Jollibee spicy chicken sandwich with the intention of actually talking about this
Yo,
for the
we're,
pod.
We're a chicken sandwich podcast as well.
This is what the
Oh,
people
how do
come
you
know?
to. This is what the people come to listen to, right?
Yeah, so I went to the mall and a Jollibee was there, and I said I'm going to have this for the sake of Tilted Not Stirred, and I'm going to talk about this.
Why don't you tell the folks at home what Jollibee is?
It's I say Thailand.
It's Filipino.
Is it Filipino?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Filipino fried chicken restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Filipino fried chicken restaurant that sells, I mean, it's global. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm,
And it sells spaghetti and stuff
Spaghetti.
with their fried chicken. Yeah, spaghetti. So what I did is I got an order of a combo. I got a spicy chicken combo, and then I got a side of that spaghetti. I wanted to see what's up, right? So I'm gonna start with the spaghetti. It was too sweet for my taste,
Mm.
Damn.
and it had hot dogs cut up into it.
Like weenies?
I can fuss
Yeah.
with that. I fuss with that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
it was-
like
it was
that
a
very
spaghetti.
low budget meatball,
Mhm,
but I
mhm.
respect it.
Low
Yeah, I respect it, dude.
Get
I
you
can
some
fuck with
ghetto
that.
meatballs.
Some ghetto meatballs. Hey, like you know what? Filipinos are kind of very similar to us Mexicans. So,
Yeah,
you
I
know
mean,
what?
in-
They've adapted. They've conquered. They're doing their thing.
So the spaghetti was a little sweet for my taste, but it's pretty good. It's doable. And then because I spent $15 or more, they give you an apple pie. No, not
Oh,
an apple
boy.
pie,
Oh,
but it was a mango and peach pie. It was
that's-
really
wow.
delicious.
That is not an
Alright.
apple pie.
No, it's not an apple pie. I don't know what the fuck. I was thinking McDonald's, but they give you a mango peach pie. It's really delicious.
All right, you've rambled long enough.
All right,
Give us
so-
your review, your rating of the chicken sandwich.
Drum roll.
Probably my favorite chicken sandwich out there.
Wow.
You're going full. Okay, so
Put it
what
on
is
the
No,
top.
okay,
Have you had Popeyes
Okay.
yet?
So yeah, I have.
You've had.
I've
Oh
had.
shit.
Yeah, I've had Popeyes. So at the very tippy top, right? At the very tippy top, for the longest time, it was always the Chick-fil-A Spicy Deluxe. Like I love that sandwich.
solid?
This one is no fluffs. There's nothing fluff about it. It's your bun, which is like the most basic component of it. It has the chicken, which is delicious. It has the spicy mayo sauce that they have. But I think what made this one really special is that it had jalapeno on it that was not in vinegar. It's just raw jalapeno.
Ooh.
So it gave it a crunch and it gave it a real nice jalapeno taste. It kind of felt like lettuce crunch that you were biting into it.
And it was a jalapeno.
And it was a jalapeno. That's how crunchy that jalapeno was. And I was just like,
Oh shit!
because it's
Damn,
not
alright.
vinegary, it gave it an umph that I was like, you know what? It gives you texture, it gives you crunch, it was really good. I enjoyed it. But
Wow.
anyways, yeah, that's
High praise. That's high marks.
That's very high marks. Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah,
Jeff and I are
next
gonna
on
have
the
to go
list.
now.
Yeah, get a
And,
Jollibee chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need like a leaderboard now.
it's on the small side. It's on the small side,
So
so
is it? Do I need to get two?
you could get two if you wanted to, but
Because I made the mistake with KFC. I got two, and that was a mistake.
yeah, I wouldn't get two. I would just go get something
Spaghetti.
smaller, a side or
Do
something.
they have fries?
Yeah, the
Okay.
fries are good. They're
Okay.
serviceable. Yeah, so there's that.
Hell yeah! All right. Well, we're gonna have to pick that one up now.
Mhm.
hmm So, I mean, that brings us to a topic of today's episode. You know, we had food, we're ranking them, and today we want to talk about yucking people's yums. So that means yucking means like when someone likes something, and then someone immediately makes fun of it or belittles you for liking something. That's what we want to talk about, you know, in any sense, in any way, shape, your
Yeah.
experiences with yucking.
Yeah, and shout out to one of our listeners, Contender Amazing, always
Mm-hmm.
coming through with the great topic ideas, and this isn't. He does this out of his own volition. All right, I don't tell him to do this, but he says that what has them hashtag tilted not stirred is when people belittle your passions,
Hey man, your check's in the mail, by the way.
and yeah.
I think I sent him the. Yeah, I sent them the Venmo, Jeff.
Oh,
We're
okay,
good.
okay.
We good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna start paying for comments and likes. So if y'all are interested in our program, but yeah, belittling passions, yucking, as it were. That's what we're gonna talk about today, boys.
All right. Who would like
Yeah,
who
I
wants
mean-
to take the first crack at
Who's
this?
got the best example? Or should
Wait.
we save that for
We
last?
need to wait. You already explained what yucking was.
Yeah, I did.
Basically, meaning that someone's shitting on something you like.
Yeah, as soon as you mention that you like something, another person's like, dude, gross, or dude, that sucks. You know? Doesn't let people enjoy something. I mean, we always talk about video games in this podcast. It's one of the biggest things that, you know, um, one of the most familiar things that we have as a group, as a collective. And I feel like video games for a long time. You'd say someone, you tell someone you like something, and the real it word right now, man children. Oh, you guys are man children. You're playing video games, stuff like that. It's a quickest and most effective way to put people down for liking something that, you know, in a more traditional sense, a man shouldn't like.
Yeah, well, this is different times we're living in, right?
Yeah.
Ours is the first generation where I guess you have these quote unquote man children, because video games were marketed to the children, but now they're marketed to adults. But we're playing them and we're viewed as man children.
People are making multi-million-dollar careers off of this. So
That's true. I mean, I was talking to another one of our listeners. I went over to well, he picked me up. We went to this bar called Old Stump. Super good, by the way. And while we were there, he was talking to me about Dota, and that they're having their world
Invitational.
championship, right?
mm-hmm.
So, do you guys? Okay, I want you guys to take a crack at what do you think the prize pool is
5 million
for this tournament?
5 to 10 million.
No. Edwin,
Higher?
would you like to take a guess? Higher.
I think it's like 50, 49 last time.
40 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winner gets 19 million. $19 million for the winning team. And these players are like, because Dota is such a huge thing. Dota, for those who don't know, is a video game on the computer. That's all I gotta. It's kind of hard to explain it to someone who doesn't like video games or doesn't follow
online battle arena.
them. Yeah, so
It's if we were to describe a MOBA, it's two teams going against each other
To complete objectives.
to
And
complete
they're-
objectives.
there's like hundreds of characters and abilities, et cetera, strategies. Okay, so they're making 19 million, the winning team. I can't remember, like the 8th place team was making like 600,000, something like that.
Just casual.
So-
600K.
so- To put that in perspective, League of Legends is also having their tournament. And
Yeah, thanks. I
what's-
just checked out the price. The price pool is 2,000,000 to 225,000.
yikes. And we play League of Legends, Edwin and I, and so we sometimes might feel like, oh, our game is bigger, but you can't compare like 40 million to 2.
You really
can
can't.
I go on a rant about this?
Go ahead.
for it.
So, I don't watch either of these games, right? But I have a lot of experience with Twitch, and League comes up a lot, right? Because that's a pretty big game on the platform. So whenever anyone mentions League, someone always in the comments says, "Yeah, but what about the Dota prize pool?"
Wow, really?
Yeah, every time. And the streamer's just like, well, who gives a fuck about that? League is just the better game. More people
But
play
that's
League.
the thing. Yucking 100%. Like I was telling you guys earlier that I fucking hate weebs, you know? Because if someone wants to watch something, an anime or whatever the hell, in English, everyone's like, gross, dude. You fucking suck. Listen to it in Japanese like it's supposed to be. And you're like, you don't even understand Japanese, you fuck. Like, if you wanted to do something else while you're watching this anime, you really can't. You have to be reading the subtitles. So you fucking bacas. So
Oh yeah.
I use fucking bacas. Baka means idiot, right, in Japanese. So it's one of those things, like, just to, like, someone wants to enjoy something, wants to do it, and then the people that are doing it, or, you know, like Jeff said, if someone plays one game, they're like, but it's not this, you know. Or like me with Dragon Ball Z fans, whenever Smash Brothers comes up, the Dragon Ball Z fans are like, put Goku in there. And I'm like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
But dude,
He's not a
put
video
him in there, please.
He's not a video game character.
So the reason why I brought up the price pool for Dota isn't because like, oh yeah, like you should be a pro gamer. There's a lot of money in that. It's more of just to show how big the gaming industry is. If for one single game a price pool is 40 million. And that's to show that there are a lot of people who follow video games, a lot of quote unquote man children. So the demand is there for that kind of entertainment.
So Jeff would be the most qualified to speak on this. The Twitch leagues. That's something that directly ties into this. What was it? The annual pay of streamers got leaked.
Oh,
And
that happened like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it showed how much people make. And
Streaming.
Go ahead, Jeff. Take it away.
All right. Well, I think the number one was Critical Role, and they're not really a streamer. They're more like a business. It's just a group of really famous voice actors who play Dungeons and Dragons, but they're more than that now. And then after that, it's XQC, and this guy is French Canadian, and he talks really fast, and you can't understand him, but he made like $8 million in 3 years, maybe more.
Yeah.
No, it was a year. It was from October 2020 to something.
It was September
2021.
2019 to now.
Oh, 2019?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Okay. So, in 3 years, $8 million of just doing nothing but playing video games, right?
Yeah.
And that's
This is
just Twitch
donations,
income.
right?
No, that's just Twitch income, Twitch subs, bits, and like they call them bounties, which are just like ads. It's not YouTube. It's not sponsorships. It's not.
Wait, it's not even donos?
It's not even
It's
donations.
It's not donations through like PayPal.
Yo. If
Yeah,
it's
and
not even
donations are
donations,
huge.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Holy
like
shit.
that's maybe half his income conservatively.
True. Yeah. And did you mention sponsorships?
Sponsorships aren't a part of that.
Aren't even a
Yeah,
part of
they're not
that.
a part
So
of
the gambling company he's a part of,
Probably paid him well more than that.
All this to say is that if anyone out there has yum yucked
Video games.
someone who likes playing video games, it's like, well,
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, it makes it better to consume it, but I think that everyone consumes some sort of like something that like to kind of like a time sink or something that's just kind of stupid and doesn't really make you any better.
So I think the issue with video games is more specifically geared towards like Nintendo, right? Because Nintendo's always been children. Like it's always been advertised to children, and it's always like our games are made for children, right? And then this is where like, well, the same people who were playing Nintendo growing up are still playing it now. So you look at those people and it's like, oh well, they're still playing children's games, right? They're not playing Call of Duty. They're not playing,
But, I mean,
shoot-'em-up games and
That's another issue in its own, right? Like, is there such a thing? I mean, there is such a thing as children's games, but if anyone could enjoy them, honestly.
yeah, but
Like-
that's when people are like, oh, this guy's a man child because he's playing Nintendo. And I feel like that's the yum yucking, right? You could be like, oh, I played Pokemon this week. And it's like, oh, bro, why are you playing Pokemon? That kid's game? Like, what the fuck? Why are you still playing?
How old are you?
Yeah, exactly. And so I was like, oh, shit.
Man, those adult games. Actually, if I was to look at the adult games, right? What would we call them? Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty.
the ones that
I
are
don't-
infested with
I-
with like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, they're all kids there too. But like even that, I don't like those games. So shit. I'm a man child, guys.
That is kind of interesting, actually, that a lot of the more adult games are infested with children, and then the children's games are infested by adults.
By man children, yeah.
Huh. I never really noticed that.
Yeah, I mean that's just the times, right?
All right, let's move on to a different yum yucking thing, right? Like, what else can we move on to? Another simple one would be food, since we were just talking about spicy chicken sandwiches.
Bro, I have another rant about this. All right, because this one's personal for me.
Give it to us.
Yo, every time we go to a fucking restaurant,
oh yeah.
Wait, what? Oh god.
I
I'm not
order
in
a
this.
fucking burger, and they're like, "What?" And like, fuck, it could be like one of the homies. They'll just be like, "Why are you just getting a burger? Why don't you have cheese on that?" And I'm just like, "Bro, I don't like cheese. What the fuck? You don't like cheese?" Every fucking time. And I'm like, "No, motherfucker, I don't like cheese. That's why I get a fucking hamburger."
Can confirm this happens all the time.
Oh yes. What's the other thing you don't like? Butter?
I don't like butter. I don't like mayo.
I don't like mayonnaise either. Me and mayonnaise cannot be in the same.
But it's the same shit
room.
with butter. They're like, "Oh, do you want some popcorn?" Like, nah, it's got butter. You don't like butter? No. We've had this conversation like 5 times before this. And they're like, "How could you not like butter? How could you not like cheese?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just don't like it. I've tried it and I don't like it."
You're just against dairy, aren't you?
I am lactose intolerant.
So you don't drink milk like straight out of a glass?
No, I drink it with cereal.
Wait, Only if it's
I'm
flavored.
I'm
Yeah.
lactose intolerant, but I have those nifty pills.
I just suffer through it.
You
just
drug
shit
yourself?
yourself. Yeah.
You drug yourself to be able to enjoy lactose?
Yeah. I mean, I love ice cream. That's one of those biggest things.
Same.
Probably what's gonna kill me. Ice cream. You know.
Yeah. So I can't enjoy a hamburger, guys. That's what I get yucked every time about. I can't enjoy a fucking hamburger without someone being like,
Because
"Why don't you like cheese?"
I thought you were gonna say that you order a burger at a restaurant when everybody's ordering like actual food.
Oh no. Well,
Then
depends
I-
on the
then I w-
restaurant.
then I would have been like, damn, maybe you really are a man child.
get the tendies, dude. Get the chicken tendies.
Go to a restaurant. Order
You guys have
tendies.
given me shit for getting boneless wings instead of the bone in. And it's like, bro,
Because those are chicken nuggets.
I like my
Those are-
chicken nuggets, all right? So fuck you. Well, I just like my nuggets. Why you gotta shit on me for liking nuggets?
Hey, that's just good quality, friendly banter. You know, we're not actually yucking your yum.
I know, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah. That's just locker room talk, you know. Just
Yeah.
Locker room talk. Yes, yes.
Just boys will be boys. Talk,
Boys will be
right?
Oh,
boys.
boys will be boys.
I mean, I used to get shit on for not liking bacon. People saying I'm not a man.
You don't like
not
bacon?
liking bacon. I'm not a big bacon guy.
No way.
Yeah. So
I went
That's
to
one of those
in,
things.
in Norco in God's country. There's this
the fuck
restaurant.
did you just say? What the fuck did you just say?
God's country. No, just kidding. There's this restaurant called the Original House of Pancakes, and
Oh,
the bacon there is the best bacon I've ever had.
Did you
Oh,
just
shit.
go to IHOP?
no, he went to OHOP, bro. Did you not hear him?
No, yeah, it's a very subtle difference.
IHOP, got it. They
Yeah.
they moved over one.
I don't know which one
key.
came first, but I just know that they have the best breakfast I've ever had, and I go there. I try to suggest that place as much as possible, 'cause I think it's that good. But yeah, that's kind of sad that you don't like bacon, but that's just me. I like all pork things.
I mean,
There's that restaurant Slater's 50/50 that does everything half bacon or
Ooh.
bacon everything.
that's
And
too
I was
much
so
bacon.
sad when it closed down.
That was insane. It's closed down, or the one next to us, near us.
The one at Victoria Gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one closed down a long time ago. But yeah, they even had like bacon ketchup.
Bacon ketchup, bacon mayo, half bacon patties.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Nah,
But I mean,
I'm more of
okay.
a sausage guy myself. I like bacon, but I'm not.
You like the sausage?
Yeah,
Sausage is good. It's delicious.
The sausage.
Chorizo's fucking fantastic. What was that super bad quote?
I guess we are
best-
children after all, guys.
What was that super bad quote? All the best foods are dick shaped.
Oh god,
Is
I
that
don't
what's
remember
funny?
that.
I don't remember.
Super bad. That he was so obsessed with drawing
Drawing
dicks that he was
dicks.
that his doctor forbade him from eating even like dick shaped food, and he's like, you know what food You know what food is dick shaped? The best kind.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, sorry, God's country.
You just shit on them.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. For food, okay, so my mom was going through her Facebook timeline, right? She follows a lot of Mexico pages, right? And one of the biggest things that I really don't like about our culture is that when it comes to other people's food, right? Especially Asian cultures.
Yeah.
Especially Asian cultures. A lot of Latinos, Mexican people are very dismissive of it, even without having tried it. They eat dog. Any type of meat is dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's give everyone a history lesson, right? Sure, the pug was made so that it could provide meat, right?
Holy.
But
Okay.
let me
What
get
the
you guys
fuck?
news to
Wait,
me.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Do we
let
need to fact check this?
yeah, you can fact check it. Let's do some fact checking.
You said
Because-
pugs were made
yeah.
for food.
And while we're fact checking that, here's what we're gonna is to provide meat. That was their primary purpose. And then Chihuahua, for our Mexican audience, the Chihuahua was made and bred by the Aztecs to provide meat for that same purpose.
Yikes.
Yeah. So like throwing stones at glass houses, and we got a Chihuahua. You know?
Okay, this
Yeah.
website said that they were bred as companions for the wealthy in China.
And then they're also for meat purposes as well. You can look that up too.
Maybe if they came more deformed than they already look, then maybe. I don't know.
But anyways, that wasn't the point of it. The point of it was that we have an animal like the Chihuahua in our own backyards as Mexican people that we like to throw stones over and say, hey, you guys eat dog, when in reality the Chihuahua was made so it could be eaten by the Aztecs. So-
Yeah. It's funny that you bring that up because back when I was in my like super like Korean phase where like I wanted to fully immerse myself in the culture, so I went out to a lot of Korean restaurants, tried a lot of food, etc. I wanted to share that with my family, and I instantly regretted it because I took them to like a tofu soup restaurant, and they also had entrees and stuff, you know. And of course, the jokes started coming out about like, "Oh my God, is this dog?" And then it's just like everybody was in there, you know, just being quiet eating, and then our table is the one that's like loud and laughing about like, "Oh my God, we're eating dog." It was the most like I was so embarrassed in that moment of like it's bad to say, but I was embarrassed of our culture. I was
It
like,
sucks.
holy shit, we can't just
That-
like sit down and like, huh, this is interesting. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I do like this, and you know, just have it be that.
So okay, all right. Here's where I came on that too, right? I shared that my mom was on Facebook and she follows a lot of Mexican pages, right? One of these Mexican pages had the caption Asian food in Spanish. It was just Asian food. The video had them washing eels and grinding them and then putting salt on them while they were still alive and all that stuff.
Oh,
And it just made it look absolutely horrendous and disgusting. And it just said Asian food, you know, trying to be like as innocent as possible, but giving a really graphic and disgusting image of it, right? And you do know why that was posted. You know exactly why that was posted, so that the whole propagation of, my God, these people eat so disgustingly, right? And then I told my mom, I'm like, yo, look at those comments. 200%. All of those comments are going to be revolted and being like, oh my God, they eat dog and they eat animals all fucked up like this, right? To my delight,
Ooh.
the first comment was, let's respect people's food and cultures. Let's be respectful of one another. And it was saying like a lot of based ass comments going like, you know what, like we eat some disgusting shit over here too, guys.
Damn,
But
wokeism is spreading.
yeah,
Wow.
they're
That's
like,
amazing.
yeah, all these Mexican people are saying like, hey, let's all respect each other. You know, we eat some gross ass shit over here, but
That's
they're
true.
not posting videos about us eating like, you know, this or that.
Yeah,
right?
because
Sure.
they can't. Their government controls their every move.
But I mean, those are some really based comments. And I was just like, wow, I love that. Respect each other's cultures, you know? That was fantastic. But for the longest time, I mean, growing up, it's always been a thing. And then it's funny how you said your experience with taking your family to an Asian food restaurant. Because for my birthday, my mom's like, I'll take you anywhere you want to go. And I said, take me to a Thai restaurant. And she was shook. She was like, no way. What?
Of all things, you chose Thai.
Well, because I wanted her to try Thai, and I knew that that was like the entry level, right? You try Thai, it's gonna be pleasant. You're gonna all those tastes are pretty much the same, right?
Maybe you should have gone with Filipino, but yeah, continue.
Well, yeah, I mean, I chose a Thai restaurant. I told her this is an entry, and then, you know, a week later she was taking all her friends to Thai restaurants, and that was that. And my mom likes Thai. And then I introduced her to a Vietnam restaurant, you know, Vietnamese restaurant. She's all about that too. So it's pretty great how she's adopted a lot of Asian cooking into her own. She makes fried rice on the regular, you know. So
And I've been wanting to make fried rice, but I put that off for so long. Like I go to H Mart and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna buy the ingredients for fried rice, and then I just don't end up making it.
it's pretty. I mean, from what I've seen, I haven't made it myself, but it's pretty simple from what I've seen. So,
Yeah. Since
but what about you, Jeff? Do you have any food based yum yucking?
I just gave a
Yeah, he
5-minute
already
rant
gave it.
at the start of this.
Oh yeah, you did. 100%.
I'm actually thinking, since like the episodes about yum yucking and stuff and like shitting on people's like what they like or their dreams. I mean, my dream was always to live in Korea. Right? Like when I was at the height of my interest and all that stuff.
When you were blonde.
When your biases were showing.
I used to dye my hair and stuff, yeah, but it wasn't for that reason. I was just experimenting, you know. I was, you know, trying new things.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, I mean the amount of people that told me like, "Damn, like really? Like why would you want to go do that?" Or basically saying like, you know, that's going to be so hard, like how can you be away from your family? And so a lot of the reasons they gave were very real and things that I've thought about. But some of them I felt like I wonder how much of it is like other people's insecurities with like thinking of such like a huge like daunting task of like living in a different country or like something that seems so unobtainable, and they themselves have given up on their own dreams. And then I'm here talking like, oh, I'm going to do this and this. And, you know, I ended up staying here and I'm very happy that I did because, you know, I still have you guys and with my significant other, like things are going extremely well. So there's going to be no regrets on my side for not have gone. But I think back of the people who said that like I won't be able to do it and things like that. And it really put some things in perspective for me because usually they say like your friends are the ones who are like unselfish and they're the ones who are going to support you no matter what decisions you make. And then there's the people who are just going to drag you down because they're not doing anything or they're giving up on their own stuff. And yeah, before I continue rambling, basically that's
No, that was real.
Yeah, that was good,
real, man.
Yeah.
That was real.
Some real shit. I think we got to the core issue of yum yucking, dude. It's just a projection, man, of your own insecurities. You're telling people, hey, you're a man child for playing video games. Well, it's like, well, I don't care. I'm confident in what I do. Are you? Can you say the same?
Well, I mean, did you ever follow something that you liked, or were you worried about someone else talking shit on you?
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
or did adulthood shit on your dreams?
Well,
How-
I have a
I'm a
I have a
stay a child.
Yeah, I have a coworker. I have a coworker. Shout out to Terry. She's she doesn't listen to our podcast. She's plus 70.
Like
I
overweight?
don't know. No, no. Like years.
You,
Plus 70 years old. Yeah.
You said
know what?
You said that they don't listen to this. So.
Do you remember? Okay, you remember barely taking chemistry, and how when you're taking chemistry, they like super specify that you need to put units of whatever the hell you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's essential.
They always say like put units, and while you're doing chemistry, you're like, man, why?
This is why, folks.
This is
This
exactly,
is
why.
exactly why.
How much water do you want? I want 100. Stuff like that. Well, anyways, she's probably around. I don't want to. I don't. You never ask a lady her age. So we're just gonna put it at plus 70 plus age. 8 years old. Okay, and she loves anime. She loves Gundams. She loves robots. She loves cosplaying, and she goes to Disneyland every couple days, right? And she loves just doing her, right? Just doing what she likes. And then I asked her like, Terry, you're not like other people your age. Like, you watch anime. That's kind of freaking wild to me. You go to conventions. You go to she goes to like anime expos and stuff. I was like, this is really. She makes cosplay. She thinks while she's working as an interpreter at a state park, she is always like thinking about her next cosplay, stuff like that. And I was like, man, this is wild. Like, you're not like other people. And she said she was like in a relationship with somebody who would always constantly put her down on her likes. Eventually that ended, and now she's doing what she really, really likes. She's enjoying her life how she wants to enjoy it, And if that means anime, Gundam, and all that stuff all day, like, that's really fucking admirable and incredible.
Damn.
Like this, And I was just like, man, me liking video games isn't the end of the day. It isn't the worst thing ever, right? I got super. That was weird. At the end of the day, me liking video games is not the worst thing ever, right? But for so long, you hear like you're never gonna get anywhere. Why do you do that? I always like the stories and the world building, getting lost in all the little things that they put out there, and it's just kind of like, I've always liked that. I don't watch television, but you do, right? We're not. Why are you shitting on my likes, right? When you just sit there idly staring at this television for 4 hours, same amount of time I do, I guess, right? But it's one of those things, like, you substitute your vice, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
But it's just one of the.
I know that. I know that feeling perfectly because my parents, well, especially my mom, she greatly dislikes the amount of time that I spend on the computer. And this isn't like me taking a jab at her, but it's kind of me just, whenever she says something, I kind of just laugh it off a little bit because I just tell her like, what a life I'm living, huh? Like I have my career job. I like have an amazing partner, and like all the stereotypes that someone that plays video games as much as I do, and that they're like a quote unquote loser, a man child, etc., etc. And it's just like, look at all the things that I've been able to achieve despite of me having like this being my vice of being on the computer all day. And so it's kind of like it's kind of like a poke at her, like all the things that you are like that you can think of that are like the traditional way for a man to be, like I can accomplish those things like through like my own way, like my own path. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just a lot of relationships in life don't really work out. You know, at the end of the day, you realize that they don't work out. You realize that the people who always put you down for what you like, whether it be an ex-girlfriend or anything like that, at the end of the day, it didn't work out. And you realize that's because you just wanted to do what made you happy. What you wanted to do is what you liked. And they didn't. So that's that. At the end of the day, they can go their separate way and you can go your separate way, and you make yourself happy the way you want to be happy, not the way somebody else's views of what you should be. You know?
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Definite red flag.
But
yeah, like relationship stuff is like isn't like that black and white, but I do like the story of of Terry. That was her name, right?
yeah, shout out to Terry.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shout out she's not 70 pounds overweight. And shout out that she gets to, she's just doing what she wants to do. It's as
Living her
simple
life
that.
as best as she can, and that's fucking
Mhm.
great. It's admirable.
Yeah. She loves Thor, and she's met the guy that plays Thor like
Oh, damn.
4 times.
That's cool.
Yeah, every single time in cosplay, she showed me a separate, different type in cosplay, and he recognizes her now, and I'm like, holy crap, that's actually incredible. If I was such a big fan of something, and that person recognized me for being such a big fan, that's incredible.
That is the fan's dream, right?
Yeah, he recognizes her because he's seen her that many times, well, 4 times, and I mean, she stands out. So, good job,
Mhm.
Terry.
Yeah. So did y'all watch the Dave Chappelle special?
I watched Squid Game.
You watched Squid Game.
That's what I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't watch Squid Game, so I can't say that it's like a bad choice or not. But
I played Fall
disappointed.
Guys. I
You
played
played
Fall
Fall
Guys,
Guy-
which is adjacent to Squid Game. You know, you play basic little games and you
Yeah,
die.
basically, it's okay.
Very
Well,
similar.
hopefully our listeners actually watch the special.
Okay.
And
I forgot my homework. Sorry. Teacher.
Yeah. That's fine. You can make it up for next week. I'll be nice.
Oh fuck! Thought I could screw by.
But I'll give you the answers anyway. Just
Oh hell yeah!
Those teachers that give the answers to the homework and tell you like, oh yeah, it's okay. You could turn in the homework next week. You're like, hell yeah, cool.
When I met Frantic, we were both tryhards at school. We would do all our homework super like crazy. And then we took one class together that destroyed it all. World history. Well, was it world history? AP world history? Just destroyed our work ethic. Shout out to Mr. Hickerson.
Yeah, I feel like after that class, I did so much homework that I was good for the rest of my high school experience. We did way too much homework. That was like freshman year, so it's kind of. Was that freshman year?
Sophomore.
Sophomore year? Okay, yeah. So after sophomore year, I stopped doing homework, basically.
Yeah. We did too much homework. We did an insane amount of homework. But anyways, go ahead.
So I understand why people were upset with the Dave Chappelle Netflix special called The Closer. The first half of it was a lot of crude jokes that, I mean, they were kind of funny. It's kind of like, it's weird to say like they're Dave Chappelle jokes, but they kind of were, because they were like super crude and nothing that anyone else can say, right? Because it's Dave Chappelle. Like, he has that pedigree that people know him, because you have, the thing with like comedians, right, is that you have to take the full body of work to understand the art versus like just like a painting, right? That's kind of like a moment in time in a way. But anyway, so the first half was, crude, whatever. And then he started going on about like a lot of jokes about like his experiences with trans people and feminists, and like the various instances that he's just like at a bar or whatever. and he's talking to someone. It's just like, okay, cool. And then at the end of like their pleasant conversation or moment together, when he goes to like, the joke is like he goes and shakes their hand, and then during the handshake they confront him about like his views on all, like, you know, him being transphobic, etc. And he addressed it at the very end. And I don't know if you can spoil a comedy skit, but
It's a message. You're not spoiling the jokes.
his message at the end was that if you think that he's transphobic or that he's homophobic or any other like things that he's accused of, that you're not really listening. That the reason why he makes jokes about that stuff is because of how shitty like the African American experience has been, and that's putting it lightly, like here in America, and that all these other movements they get like fixed, you know, quote unquote fixed, much faster than this issue that's been going on for decades. And so that was like his overarching message. I would definitely recommend that you watch it. At least watch half of it if you don't like have a whole lot of time. The second half of it is pure gold, and his storytelling is top notch. So I don't want to turn this this little part here of the episode as like a review of Netflix shows, because I don't want to get into that. I don't watch a whole lot of Netflix, but I did my homework. All right, I did my homework. And
but here's the world we live in nowadays, is where they'll take a specific clip with no context.
Yeah, no context clips.
No context at all. Put that up and say, look what he said about this. And the world reacts. And no matter what you were saying before or after, that doesn't matter. It's all about the short form analysis of what you saw in that video.
Yeah.
And that's what gets people going.
It could just be like a short clip of some guy going, Mexicans are bad, and that's the end of the clip. And then the rest of the clip is badly objectified in the world. Or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that you can't really like what's the word I use? Spoil like a comedy skit, but I definitely won't spoil the last story. The only spoiler here is that the last story he says is one of the best stories I've ever heard. And that was powerful stuff. You know, like I don't want to hype it too much because everyone's going to look at it a different way. But my reaction when I first listened to it was like a true roller coaster. It was great. But yeah, that's basically it. It's a pity that you guys didn't watch it so that we could talk about it a little bit more. But that concludes my monologue.
Damn, now I feel guilty and sad that I didn't watch it.
I've watched his other ones. I like his R. Kelly stories. No.
Yeah, I've watched all his other ones.
Not
R.
R. Kelly,
Kelly
the other
story?
guy. Who's the one that was running away in the Bronco?
O.J. Simpson.
OJ, yeah.
Oh.
That comedy skit where he met OJ 3 times and he sprinkled
And he
each
was
story
fucking
into the...
That
one
yo,
was
okay,
great.
that one was great.
That was fantastic.
That was good. Good story.
Because he
That
just
was nice.
end the joke and he'd be like, so the second time I met OJ.
Yeah.
So, I don't yuck anybody's yum, especially when watching Netflix or any show like that. But I'm always late to shows. Like when The Office was going on and it like barely starting and the rage was building, I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. You know, when people talk about Friends and how amazing it is, I'm not gonna
I
watch
think
it.
Friends is overrated. That's my hot take of the week.
Wow.
It's a good show, but it's overrated.
You know, I watched
As is The Office.
I watched The Office after the fact, and I actually enjoyed it. I absolutely loved it. You know, the ride, but I'm not a person who watches things while they're in the zeitgeist.
Bro, you gotta be with the meta, the Netflix meta. Did you watch Tiger King?
No, I never
Oh,
watched
dude,
Tiger
you messed
He's
King.
a
up.
hipster.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Bird Box when it was
See,
a thing.
the issue of not watching things when they're hip is that when you watch them, you have no one to talk about it with. You just
I
kinda
haven't
keep it to
watched
yourself.
Squid Games either.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
have forgotten about it, or you know, if you don't watch the things that are happening
Mhm.
now, then you can't relate to like the podcast topics.
You gotta watch Squid
know.
Game, dude. That's the hot topic right now. Everyone's talking about Squid Game. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know why I do this, but I just don't. If so many people are telling me go do this, I won't. You know, and it's weird, especially when it comes to media, especially when it comes to like listen to this song. I mean, if you're there with me and you tell me to listen to the song, I'll listen to it. But if you tell me go home and listen to the song,
Probably won't.
I probably won't.
Yeah, that's the last time I ever recommend anything to you.
Yeah, we're cutting that one out. Netflix suggestions.
Oh. I
Yeah.
feel I feel you though, cause like all the Marvel movies, I didn't watch any of them, and everybody's over here talking about the Infinity Gauntlet and all this shit, and I was just kind of like, yeah, that's cool. Like I don't, y'all already know I don't care about things being spoiled for me. But I will start watching the Marvel movies.
Ooh.
I don't know if I need to
What?
give like my journey through all the Marvel movies.
Please
Uh,
do.
But yeah, I'm gonna start watching them, and they're probably gonna be
Here's
The
what
first
I
ones are
recommend.
rough.
they're probably gonna be
Disney?
better than what I expect. But overall, I'm probably still gonna feel like I could have gone without it.
Yeah.
Disney Plus has them in order, and you should do that. I feel like that's the best experience.
Hey, that's a good
Mm.
suggestion.
I don't know.
It
they're
has
not.
them. It has them on storyline order,
Captain-
which I think is fantastic.
Captain America is objectively a bad movie.
Yeah, but if
Wow.
you're gonna watch them all, watch them in storyline.
I mean, if you're
Order.
gonna watch them all, start with Iron Man. That's
I watched Iron Man. Should
Oh,
I? You guys
that's
think
how you
I
hit the
should
ground running, dude.
You guys think that I should rewatch the ones,
Yeah.
even the ones that I already watched?
Because you do miss little details that are important for the next ones.
Because Iron Man
I think
was
I
hype.
watched them all. I watched them all with Jeff. Honestly, every time a new one would come up, I'd be like, "Let's go to the theaters, Jeff."
Yo, we need to
Yeah.
watch the Seven Rings. Is it the Ten Rings?
Yeah, I
Shang-Chi?
watched it actually.
I haven't watched
It's
it.
pretty.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
I
haven't
did watch
watched
that
it.
one. That one was dope.
And then the
Well, yeah,
Eternals comes out. Spider-Man comes out.
I made my girlfriend suffer through the Lord of the Rings movies, and we're on the last two movies of the Twilight series.
Oh wait a second. Are you guys torturing each other with fandoms?
Basically.
And it's going swimmingly? Oh.
It's going good because man, they're as bad as I thought they were gonna be.
Wait, hold on. The viewers, the listeners, the viewers, they want to know, Jacob or Edward. There's a wrong answer.
There's only one right answer. I'm Team Charlie.
I didn't watch the movies.
I don't watch it. I don't
That's
know who
that's
fuck
the
that is.
that's the dad.
There's only two teams, but I know. dude.
That's the dad. The dad of
Jacob
the
Squad.
of Kristen Stewart.
Jacob
Kristen
Squad.
Stewart.
Is that a J? I can't tell. Jacob Squad.
Of was it Bella? I think is her name. Yeah, it's Bella
alright,
in the Twilight series. Her dad is Charlie, and he's the only sane person. Everybody else is like fucking weird.
Hormonal vampires and werewolves.
Team Jacob.
Yeah, and the funny thing, the funny thing about Bella is that she reminds me so much of like Koreabus, like the people who want to be Korean so bad that they'll do like anything really to be like Korean, and they'll be super cringe about it. And so Bella, the whole entire time, is like, I want to be a vampire. Oh my god, vampires are so cool. Vampire, like literally everything is like you can kind of like switch them. Like instead of vampires, Korean culture, Bella, Koreabus. It was like holy shit.
Let me hit
This
you
chick
with
is
the true
obsessed.
genius. Let me hit you with the true genius of Twilight. So I'm a book guy. I fucking love books, right? Twilight is written with Bella being the blankest slate character possible. Okay? And what that does is, as a reader, you're reading through this book, and you put your own thoughts and ideas onto Bella, or whatever the fuck. But yeah, that's her name, Bella. I'm not even gonna pretend like I don't know her name. Anyways, Bella, you put your own thoughts and ideas into her, and it becomes you as a person going through that journey. So it's hilarious to me how you said Bella reminds you of Karibos, because that's your own experience that you are projecting to the character.
Oh,
And that's the genius of Twilight.
mind
The
blown.
Yeah, the fact that your own experiences you apply to the main character because she's such a fucking blank slate. She really doesn't do anything extraordinary, and
That's true.
people become that person. So if you were to read this book as a girl who loves vampires or loves werewolves and romanticizes that, which is one of the biggest things why it was so big,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're reading through it and you're like, fuck yeah, like this is the shit. This is what I like. This is what I want to be a
cringe
part of.
shit I like.
This is
Well,
when
exactly.
This is when we start yucking Twilight fans.
Yeah.
No, but
did
that's-
you guys watch the movies?
No.
No,
No. Oh
No.
You guys don't even know.
I attempted to read the book,
The
and the book
amount-
was so really badly written. I gave up.
The first movie was like, it was bad, but you knew like, okay, like, you know, the production value is not here. It's a new movie. It kind of almost seemed like it was bad on purpose. The sad thing was in the second movie, because of the first one was so successful, now in the second movie they were actually trying and it was still bad. You're just like, oh shit. And then the third movie was just the worst one so far. Eclipse, I told my girlfriend, like, I know why it's called Eclipse, because they have no more good ideas, like the moon just being blacked out. Just that was their minds. They just couldn't think of anything good to write in this fucking episode.
Naruto. Anyways,
I mean, I rambled long enough.
I mean, yeah.
think. Yeah.
That's pretty hilarious and admirable that you guys are both subjecting each other to each other's fandoms. Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Yeah. She slept through mine, but you know, I can't sleep through hers, so there it is.
But hey, at least you have to watch the Lord of the Rings again.
Yeah, you got to watch The Lord of the Rings. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You got to see Sean Bean die in slow motion again.
Oh shit, she's gonna kill me for that. All right, so let's just end this episode here. How about
All
that?
right. Dead man walking. All right. That's
any
that's the
final
end of the-
thoughts, boys? Actually, before we
I don't
close the
like
curtains.
cheese,
You don't like cheese.
and I like
Yeah,
Nintendo.
Yeah, I guess it just let people enjoy what they enjoy. Honestly, you know, whatever your yum is, go ahead and keep yumming it up. Don't go yucking people's yums.
Yeah,
man.
don't project your own insecurities onto others for liking things.
There it is. That's the one. Yeah, I couldn't have said it
Mhm.
better myself.
Mhm.
There it is.
There you go, Jeff.
Cool. Well, if nothing else, y'all can reach us at our website, tiltednotster.com, where you'll find links to our Instagram and Twitter. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Remember to join us and share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
Stirred.
Later, skater.
But those fucking Sonic fans, though.
Deplorable.